Welcome! Today we will explore self-care as a spiritual practice. The beloved spiritual teacher and writer Wayne Dyer was giving a talk to an audience. To help make his point, he brought an orange with him. He then began a conversation with a little boy in the audience. He asked him, "If I were to squeeze this orange real hard, what would come out of it?" The boy responded, "Juice. Juice would come out." "Do you think apple juice would come out?" Dyer asked. "No," the little boy answered with a chuckle. "What about grapefruit juice?" "No," the boy said. "Well, what would come out of it?" asked Dyer. "Orange juice, of course," said the little boy. "Why? Why when you squeeze an orange does orange juice come out?" "Well, it's an orange," said the little boy, "and that's what's inside." Dyer nodded with approval. Let's assume this orange is you, and someone squeezes you, puts pressure on you, says something that offends you or hurts you, and out of you comes anger, hatred, bitterness, fear. Why? Because that's what's inside. It's one of the great lessons of life, Dyer said to his audience. It doesn't matter who does the squeezing, your mother, your brother, your children, your boss, a neighbor. If someone says something about you that you don't like, what comes out of you is what's inside. And that's the reality. And what's inside is up to you. It's your choice. Dyer was right. What is inside of you is deeply affected, even molded, by how you treat yourself. We often think that self-care is some form of self-indulgence. The truly powerful, the disciplined, the successful do not need to indulge in care of the self. As someone once said to me, self-pampering is for the weak. So we often do not care about what we eat, or how much we sleep or rest, or even how we think about ourselves. One friend admitted to me recently that she takes better care of her dogs than of herself. So imagine what must come out of her when someone squeezes her. A person who is emotionally drained, physically exhausted, or spiritually depleted will find it difficult to express peace, wisdom, or compassion, especially when challenged. What will easily come out is what is inside. Fear, anger, and other emotions that are partners of emotional, physical, and spiritual depletion. Self-care is one of the core practices for anyone on the path to healing, personal growth, and spiritual evolution. As the educator Parker Palmer once said, self-care is never a selfish act. It is simply good stewardship of the only gift I have, the gift I was put on earth to offer to others. For a human being to have easy access to what is best in themselves, they must treat themselves with care, kindness, and compassion. Self-care begins with care of one's inner conversation. It means cultivating self-talk that is grounded in self-love and self-respect. I deserve are two important words for cultivating a healthy inner life. Then it moves to caring for one's body, eating good and healthy foods, getting a good night's rest. Gentle exercise and resting when one is tired are all central elements of a healthy practice of self-care. Knowing how to say no to requests for our time and attention, especially when we are on the verge of becoming overextended, are disciplines we must learn. Finally, tending to our inner life, walking the path of peace and love are important elements of a mature practice of self-care. We are all precious expressions of life. Each of us must learn to lovingly care for our mind, heart, body, and soul. Only then will we cultivate within ourselves the gifts that lead to a beautiful life and a more just and kind world. Join me now in a very simple meditation. I love me. I deserve to treat my body, mind, heart, and soul with care and affection. I am a precious expression of life. Amen. I'm Reverend Dr. Jose Miguel Roman, and this has been The Power of Spiritual Artistry.